no classified information.
There was no classified material that was shared in that
So then, if there were no classified
We have said all along that no classified material was sent on this messaging thread.
A day after the Trump administration repeatedly claimed that no classified information was shared on the Signal chat and disparaged the reporter of The Atlantic, the magazine decided to release some more texts. The journalist was inadvertently added to the group chat on Signal, where some of Trump's top national security officials openly discussed their disdain for Europe and shared details on the US's plans to target the Houthis. These messages were previously not released, as it included details on the Houthi military operation and reactions from the top brass after the attack. It included the weather conditions, the timing when the F-18s would be deployed, the window of the first strike on the Houthi target that had been identified, the launch of the strike drones, the MQ-9s, the second strike package, and other details. This is what Pete Hegseth wrote in the chat group. This is when the first bombs will definitely drop. It also included NSA Michael Waltz, confirming that the first strike had hit a top missile guy of the Houthis, who had walked into his girlfriend's building, which collapsed on strike. After the group chat was informed of the success of the operation, there were emojis and reactions among other congratulatory messages. The Senate committee meeting continued with more lawmakers pressing for Pete Hegseth's resignation.
Secretary Hegseth has disclosed military plans as well as classified information. He needs to resign immediately. He needs to resign immediately, and a full investigation needs to be undertaken.
But for Trump, none of this is a bother, just a blip, even a witch hunt against Hegseth.
Yeah, Mike Waltz, I guess he said he claimed responsibility, I would imagine. Had nothing to do with anyone else. It was Mike, I guess. I don't know. I was told it was Mike Hegseth. How do you bring Hegseth into it? He had nothing to do.
Pete Hegseth himself took to X to defend himself and then spoke to the media, claiming that there were no war plans shared on the group chat.
Nobody's texting war plans. Well, I noticed this morning out came something that doesn't look like war plans. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the title to attack plans because they know it's not war plans. There's no units, no locations, no routes, no flight paths, no sources, no methods, no classified information.
In the midst of this brouhaha, it would be worth highlighting how some of the same Trump officials had reacted during the time Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State and accused of putting national security at risk when she used private emails for official work that could have put the lives of US personnel at risk. Pete Hegseth was at the forefront of that attack on Hillary as a Fox News anchor, and he called for Hillary Clinton's resignation at the very least. Now, Michael Waltz started a group chat on Signal, a private messaging app that even Trump says he has some doubts about. Then he added a journalist to the group chat that no one noticed for the whole time. Waltz also set some messages to disappear, which can count as illegal deletion of federal records. Far from the perfect picture of loyalty he shows in public, we saw the Vice President, J.D. Vance, differ with the President on action on the Houthis. Allies in Europe now know what the US administration thinks of them. Pete Hegseth used the word pathetic for Europe's navies. Then Hegseth, the head of the Department of Defense, shared attack plans. Plans if which they had been leaked could have put US pilots in harm's way, and repeatedly claimed nothing on the chat was classified. All along, while speaking of this blunder, the Trump administration has focused its energies on going after the messenger, while the world has got a ringside view of how national security decisions in the new administration are made on a commercial messaging platform with fist bumps and emojis. For more such videos, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and share so that others also find out about our channel and can subscribe.